Kentaro Miura has died. And if you don't know who that is, Kentaro Miura is the author of Berserk, one of the most influential manga series of all time, and in my opinion, one of the best stories to have ever been written. I don't know why I'm making this video. I tried to do something with YouTube a while ago, and I just didn't keep up with it. So I had the equipment, and I'm feeling a lot of things. So I figured, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not cry about it online? Mira is one of the definitively greatest authors of manga, and I would argue ever. He made Berserk, and Berserk is an extremely influential piece of media. And that's what a lot of people are remembering. That's what a lot of people are mourning. A titan has fallen. A bunch of stuff like that. If you look on, I don't know. Let me just open up Chrome real quick. If you look on Chrome and go to r/Berserk, what you'll find is a lot of people mourning the man. Right? A lot of people saying a lot of things. And I believe it hit Twitter, trending on Twitter. And I was reading through those, and I was confused for quite a long time. There's this, there's that. A lot of artwork being done. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't. I'm not an optimist. So I see all this and I'm like, no, I'm good. You know? Do they have a trending page? Whatever, explore. Trending in Germany. Yeah, it used to be trending. I don't know. You see a lot of nice artwork. People putting out their art, which I'm not shaming that in any way. Um, it would be very easy to, but I'm not going to. I believe this is creepy. Why does Oh, I thought okay, never mind. I thought this was like Guts' body. I thought this was Guts' skin and Costco's on his head. Or Costco's head on Guts' body. That would have been weird. But yeah. No. It's just the story. People are mourning. And I don't want to make this too long. I've already been recording for 3 minutes, but many people are mourning, and I just wanted to come and mourn myself, I suppose. I don't know what to say. I don't know what I can say. It's Berserk. I mean, the story. I mean, people talk about the art, right? People talk about the artwork. People talk about um, the influence and the way he affected things, and I appreciate every single thing that people talk about. I really do. His art was amazing, and the things he did were amazing. But it's always been the characters for me. You know, and I think a lot of people don't want to say that because they don't want to sound selfish. They say my heart goes out to his family and friends. They'll be like, this isn't about Berserk or the how Berserk will end or how Berserk will be carried on. It's about what this man has already given us or something like that. And I agree. but at the same time, it's 110% about Berserk. I don't know Kentaro Miura. I don't know. I don't know what food he eats. I don't know. I don't know types of jokes he brings up. I'm not a friend. I'm not a pal. I'm not family. You know, his friends, families, and everyone he knows can mourn him in that sense. I know him as an author, and I know him through his story, right? And I don't think a lot of people fully comprehend just how much a story takes from you, just how much you give to the writing process. As an inspiring author of sorts myself, it's just it takes a lot from you, right? And the way Kentora, the way Miura, the way he made his characters, the way he did character development. Oh my god. Oh my god. One of my favorite scenes of Berserk. One of my favorite panels that no one talks about. What is it? Uh, Griffith. What's her name? Princess speech. There's like this chapter that motivates Guts to leave. I don't know. Yes, this. I want to see this panel. This, and Guts looks up at him and recognizes that he doesn't want to stay with the Band of the Hawk anymore. And that's like the moment Guts starts thinking about leaving or makes his decision to leave. Right? It's moments like those that make Berserk so freaking amazing to me. It's the way that Miura wrote the characters, plotted out their development. And, you know, in a lot of ways, when I read a lot of fiction, I see the plotted development course and I go, eh. You know, it doesn't feel real because it's plotted out, right? There's a sort of artificialness to it because of the way that, you know, it's one thing to see the characters and the emotions that they go through, but it's a whole different thing to make me feel it. And Miura he was able to do that so well, right? And I read Berserk after watching the 1997 anime. I read it all the way to chapter 300 and I took a small break. I'm now afraid to touch the last 60 chapters because I don't know if I want to catch up. I don't, you know, like sort of like, should I read it? But anyway, the point is this speech was was so amazing because you could see what how it impacted Guts more than it did Charlotte, right? Like it's just stuff like that, the way he designs these characters, the way they interact, the way that I knew that the eclipse was coming, and I still fucking wept when it happened, you know? Like that's just so fucking amazing. And this man put so much time and effort and blood into his work. And Berserk is such a beautiful message. It's the message of continuously trying. You know, it's the message of not giving up, really. And it's not one of hope. I don't see Berserk as a story about hope, because there are times when Guts certainly shouldn't have hope. It's more of one about putting one foot in front of the other. You know, moving forward when there is no road ahead of you. It just it's a beautiful story filled with so much emotion. And I mean, at first I was pissed. I was angry at Miura. It was irrational, but you know, I wasn't. I don't think I could have been rational. I was pissed. I was angry. I was sad. I felt robbed in a way. You know, like I'd somehow lost something. Like I wanted to. I don't know. I only knew Miura in terms of the story, and the story is an amazing one. And I felt I felt like something had been taken from me when I heard the news. I had a physical reaction. I don't really have that. You know, I think of myself as a bit of a rational person. I try to monitor my emotions so that they don't go overboard. You know, I don't like feeling too sad if something doesn't happen. I generally try to accept it, have a sort of stoic outlook. You know, I feel and then I move on. And that's not Berserk. That's not what happened. I felt I just kept feeling sad, like my chest hurt. Um, it was last night, and my chest started hurting when I read the news. You know, for Neverworld made the video. I watched it. Um, I saw it trending on Twitter. I saw it on the Berserk subreddit. I just, what do you do? You know, like Miura is just such a an amazing person for the story that he's created. Um, and the story of Guts, it's just something that you don't really forget. How many anime come out in one season? 20, 30, 40? You know, those go over your head. But Berserk just hits, and it lands, and it digs its way into your heart, and it does not come out. You know? At first, you think it's an edgy story about the sword dude who goes around getting people killed because he's sad or something, and you're like, okay. And then you read past the Black Swordsman arc, and you get to the Glory Days arc, and then you read that, and then you get to the Eclipse. You know, after the Golden Age, and ouch, that shit fucking hurt. And you see Guts grow and change. And and you see Guts just you see him you see him you see him grow, you see him move on, you see him keep moving forward, not because not because he has a good reason to, but just for the sake of moving forward. And I don't know if there is a more truthful message to those who suffer from mental illness, you know? Right? Keep moving forward for the sake of moving forward. Don't give up. Because the moment you try to justify it in terms of things will get better, will they? Do you know? And like it's such a beautiful look at just horrid, horrid, horridness in the world, right? Like the worst aspects of the world, humanity at its absolute lowest. And you see that, and you see how Guts keeps moving. And you know, you think, God damn it, if that bastard can keep doing it, then so can I. And that's like the core of Berserk to me. And I can't tell you how much I wished for happiness for Guts. Or at least an end, you know, something to stop the suffering. But I guess the world is in a way too cruel. Because no, it said. Um, I don't know. Maybe someone will finish it. But I wish it had been Miura. You know, the art was phenomenal, but the characters are absolutely amazing. And the theme, I'm not a guy who likes theme. I think theme is sort of something that tends to overly direct your characters towards certain things, and that sort of annoys me. I want the characters to be like people, you know? I'm not the biggest fan of theme. Like when everything bends down to push forward the theme of the story, right? I'm not a big fan of that, but Miura made me love theme. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I could say to convey just the impact that the man had on me. You know, you don't make a character like Guts. Generally, you don't, even if you're like one of the best authors. It takes a lot of hard work to craft a character that relatable and understandable, right? And Berserk is not is a tale of Miura as well, because when you look at like the beginning, in terms of art, it was always pretty good. It was always great, but in terms of story, it just got better. In terms of characters, it just got better. And I don't know. I just I don't know. It's sad, obviously. And I see positivity. I see people comforting each other, and for me, I don't know how to mourn Miura because I never knew him. So the one thing that I can mourn is what I knew of him, and what I know of him comes from Berserk. You know, I'm not gonna miss him. I'm not gonna go out and try and miss hanging out with him. I'm not. I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna miss Berserk, and someone else might finish it, and it might be great. The ending might be great, but like the beginning is in a lot of ways more important because the beginning determined the essence of Berserk. Miura determined what Berserk was, and it's such a fucking shame that he doesn't get to finish that. I don't know. I'm lost. You know. I'm gonna process what's happened. I'll pick Berserk up. I'll um I'll force myself to catch up even if I don't want to. I owe him that much. I owe him that. Yeah, I gotta catch up. And for anyone else who's just having a tough time dealing with this, I wish you nothing but luck. I know it hurts. I didn't necessarily cry, but I hurt. You know, I cried. I think I cried halfway through this video. I think, but aside from that, I didn't weep. I didn't bawl. I just felt an intense rejection, which is weird because when you think about one of the things that Berserk teaches you, it's that the world is inherently unfair, right? The world is not a kind place. The world is a horrible place. Yet you should keep moving forward regardless of that horror. And yet, and I'm naturally a pessimist. Like I said, I tend to accept negatives. And yet, when I heard that Miura died, I said no way. You know, I just couldn't believe it. I refused to accept it, and it's weird. It's weird, really. I was like, why am I saying no to this? There's evidence. It happened. You know, the official Twitter page, so many people on r/berserk. I don't think this would be a lie if there's so many sources confirming this. And I still didn't want to believe it. And then I think I just read a bunch of replies for a good hour or two. Saw what other people thought. Then I went to bed. What are you gonna do? Berserk is. I guess I should wrap it up, right? Berserk is It is a great story. The characters are phenomenal, and it breaks me in more ways than I can say that it is not going to be finished by Miura. It is a masterpiece. It is a genuine, just marvel of storytelling. But I don't care about that. I don't care about, like, it's a titan or it influences people. It's just the characters to me, because that's how you know the author. It's the way that the author perceives and understands people. That's how they make characters. They try and understand people, understand, in Berserk's case, pain. And Miura, the way he understood pain, the way he crafted it, and the way his characters battled it is one of the most important things that I have learned as a human being. And words words can truly not describe how much this man has driven his philosophy into me. With that said, Godspeed and good luck. Keep struggling.